Hey there, webheads! Today we're diving deep into the Spider-Verse to unravel the epic, unique, and downright spectacular history of every Spider-Man suit. My name's JJ and welcome back to another marvelous video. From the classic blue and red to the most high-tech and downright bizarre costumes, we've got them all covered. We're gonna swing back to the very beginning, to that OG homemade suit Peter Parker whipped up in his Aunt May's sewing room. Then we'll fast forward to some of the wildest and weirdest designs, like the Bombastic Bagman and the Iron Spider. We'll also explore the evolution of Spidey's suits in different comic book storylines, TV shows, and of course the blockbuster movies. You won't believe the stories behind some of these iconic suits. So if you've ever wondered how Peter Parker's fashion sense evolved alongside his superhero career, or if you're just a fan of cool costume trivia, stick around. We're gonna have a blast spinning this web of Spidey fashion history. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you, and let's begin. Traditional blue and red suit. Let's talk about the OG Spider-Man suit. You know, the iconic one, classic blue and red, the real deal. So after Peter Parker got chomped on by that radioactive spider, he didn't run to the nearest costume shop. Nope, he went full DIY. The suit was all homemade, sewn by Pete himself. Now this Spidey suit isn't made from any fancy materials. It's all about that classic skin-tight spandex. But what really sets it apart is the slick design. Blue and red iconic but straightforward. The red parts are decked out with a web pattern, starting from the mask. And there's a striking black spider on the chest, plus a bigger red one on the back. And let's talk about those eyes. They're primarily white with a black outline and have this nifty chrome covering that shields Peter's peepers from dust and that harsh sun. Oh, and it hides his identity too, because a mask muffles his voice, making him sound like a total stranger. Of course, he's got those trusty web shooters and a web cartridge belt with a Spidey signal in the buckle. There's also a special earpiece to keep him safe from those pesky sonic attacks.
Hey guys, I guess bombs are part of Willie's getaway plan?
Advanced suit. The advanced suit, aka the white spider suit, has got a real standout feature. That white spider logo front and center. It's got long legs that end at the sleek blue piping. Now, what's really cool is that each color on his suit has a purpose. The red part, it's thicker and more rigid like armor for Spidey. The blue, that's all about flexibility. And those white parts, they're here to soak up impacts and keep our friendly neighborhood hero safe. No more old school knee-high boots either. The advanced suit rocks a modern, sneaker-style design inspired by athletic wear and compression clothing. But here's where it gets really high-tech. This suit's packing a punch in the gizmo department. It's got its own built-in camera, radio, and communication system. Plus, when Spidey's wearing it, he's scent-free. Good for sneaking around bad guys, isn't it? The lenses, they've got an AR heads-up display, which means Spider-Man can analyze everything around him in super detail. He can check his web fluid, his health, and even his GPS coordinates. And for some extra oomph, he later added 4 mechanical spider legs and some nifty web wings. Spidey's all about that high-tech upgrade. Symbiote suit. The wild black suit, aka the Venom symbiote, isn't your regular Spidey suit. It's got a seriously twisted backstory. So picture this, Spidey's in a fierce battle, his costume gets all torn up and he goes into what he thinks is a machine. But guess what? It's a prison, and it's holding an alien symbiote. This creepy thing latches onto Peter and starts copying his thoughts. Next thing you know, Spidey's got a new costume that's black as night, with a massive white spider logo on the chest. The white eyepieces are more obvious too, and there are some slick organic web shooters on the back of his hands. Now, this Venom symbiote isn't your friendly neighborhood parasite. It's all about making its host, Peter, stronger. It supercharges Spidey's powers, making him even more of a web-slinging, wall-crawling superhero. But here's the catch. The suit is like a bad influence. It messes with its host's mind, making him aggressive and corrupting them over time. Spidey started feeling tired and ran down after a while. See, the suit is like a vampire. It needs to feed constantly, and it takes a toll on whoever's wearing it. It's a love-hate relationship for sure.
I got this! I got this!
Iron Spider armor. we've got to talk about Tony Stark's masterpiece, the Iron Spider costume. It's not your typical Spidey suit, that's for sure. So Stark, being the genius that he is, whipped up a brand new suit for Peter. And it's not just any suit, it's like Iron Man meets Spider-Man. The whole thing is made with all these high-tech materials and nanotech magic, making it super cool. It's also got this mesh-like quality. It's as high-tech as it gets. This suit packs a punch with features. We're talking radio transmission scanners, all sorts of sensors for Peter and even folks around him, different vision settings, and the ability to shrug off small caliber bullets. Plus, Peter gets a nice upgrade in strength and even gets to glide around. The real showstopper? Those 3 extra mechanical arms that are called Waldos. They're like Swiss Army knives for Spidey, handy in all sorts of situations. Now here's a twist. Peter was a bit wary of this fancy suit. He was worried that Stark might have some hidden tricks up his sleeve, or in this case, the suit. Peter thought Stark might try to control him with it, but Tony claimed that all he was trying to do was examine Peter's spider sense. Spider-Man's 2099 suit. Peter really outdid himself with this one. A super cool, color-changing spider suit for Miguel O'Hara. The suit's a real game changer. It's made of unstable molecules bonded to Kevlar, which means it's tough as nails and can handle some serious beatdowns. It's got Spidey's defense game on point, and it can even take talons without a scratch. And you won't believe this, it's got web-like cloth that's made of some fancy-sounding light bite material. This helps Miguel glide around like a pro. Plus, it's got thrusters in the boots that let him launch off the ground and zip through the air. But that's not all, folks. The suit's packing some serious firepower. It's got these spider saucers that look like tiny arachknights, and they're basically little explosives that can be launched from the suit's gloves. So, Miguel's got some serious distance attacks up his sleeve. And let's not forget all those fancy sensors. Optic sensors for checking out the area, infrared scanning for seeing heat signatures, and even an internal GPS for keeping Miguel from getting lost. The suit's like the Swiss Army knife of Spider-Man gear, and it's got Miguel covered from all angles. Into the Spider-Verse suit. Let's chat about Miles Morales' cool second costume, which takes inspiration from his own design and Peter Parker's style into the Spider-Verse classic suit. Picture this, a slick black suit with red highlights. But these aren't just any red highlights, they're popping with vibrant color. It's like Miles turned up the volume in his style. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. This suit has quite a few nifty mods. The Bam Pow Wham visor mode is like a blast from the comic book past. It swaps out those realistic hitting effects for classic comic style ones. Talk about a cool throwback. And then there is the Vibe the Verse suit mod. This one's a game changer. It actually adjusts Miles' movements according to the frame rate. It's like stepping right into the Spider-Verse movie. So Miles is rocking a suit that's not only super stylish, but also gives him some awesome gadget mods. It's all about adding that extra flair to his web-slinging adventures. Super cool.
Hi, is this the flight to Newark?
Spider Armor MK1. Let's dive into the Spider Armor MK1 suit. This one's a blast from the past, taking its inspiration from Web of Spider-Man issue 100. Now don't expect the typical Spidey look here. This suit's all about the armor. It's made of some fancy pseudo-metallic stuff that Peter whipped up during his college days at Empire State University. The colors, mostly silver and black. It's like Spidey went full-on sci-fi. The chest part's got a dazzling armored chest plate with a little spider logo in the front and a big bold one on the back. The arms? Armored gauntlets in shiny silver, and the mask is armored too, so this suit's got Peter covered from head to toe. But here's a trade-off. The suit might make you feel a bit like a tank. It's not as elegant as a regular Spidey suit and can slow you down. On the plus side, it's like wearing a bulletproof vest. Bullets bounce right off. But, and there's always a catch with these things, it's got even more weaknesses, especially when it comes to toxins. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. Spider Armor MK2. The Spider Armor MK2 suit is black and gold, and it's got some serious swag. This bad boy made its debut during the No One Dies story arc. Why'd Peter create it? Well, to tackle Massacre and to dodge those pesky bullets. Now what really sets this suit apart is the eye slits. They're narrow and sleek. The spider logo on the chest is like a polygonal work of art. taking up most of the torso and stretching down the arms and legs. It's like a gold masterpiece on black. But this suit isn't just for looks. It comes with built-in web shooters that fire webs from the forearm, not the wrist. And it's got magnetic webbing that messes with radio frequencies. The bulletproof power in this is the real kicker. It lets Spidey go head-to-head with enemies without dodging bullets left and right. Grenade launchers? No biggie for this suit. It can take a hit and keep on swinging. Though Peter's not exactly thrilled about being a human bulletproof vest. But hey, that's the life of a superhero. Spider Armor MK4. We've got the Spider Armor Mark IV in the house, and let us tell you, it's like Peter Parker's ultimate tech showdown. Now, unlike the earlier Spider Armor versions, this one's got a bit of a throwback vibe. It's like a modern twist on the classic suit, but with a shiny, metallic touch. It's all thanks to some snazzy, lightweight liquid nanotech that's super responsive. It won't slow Spidey down, that's for sure. The chest logo is a bit different too, setting it apart from the usual classic look. And the shutter lenses, they've got a cool green glow, matching the logo. But here's the real kicker, the defense shield suit power. Spidey basically threw up a force field that sucks up all damage. It's like a superhero bubble wrap, giving him time to plan his next move or patch himself up before diving back into the action. It's like having a safety net while being a web-slinging, crime-fighting machine. Superior Spider-Man suit. In this suit, it's not Peter Parker behind the wheel, it's Otto Octavius. Otto decided to give Peter's classic Spidey suit a significant makeover. First off, he added some snazzy retractable talons to the hands and feet of the suit. But the kicker is, these talons can inject nano spiders into bad guys, complete with GPS and listening devices. That way, if they manage to slip away, he can track them down. He also gave the suit a dark makeover, switching out the blue for black and jazzing up the spider logo on the back. The spider on the chest? That's like a remote control switch for all the suit's gadgets. Plus, the mask has a more goggle-like look for those lenses. And speaking of the mask, Otto also added a heads-up display with all sorts of nifty tracking and HUD features. If the mask takes a hit, the lenses darken to show it's gone into shutdown mode. Otto even lined the inside of the mask with carbonadium to prevent any potential mind swaps. Talk about being prepared. So in a nutshell, Otto wanted to look a lot more fierce and intimidating than the baddies he was up against. Spider-Man Carnage Doppelganger. At first, when Carnage had his way with Miles, his suit was like a twisted version of his regular one. It had this long jaw thing going on and a splash of red over his eye, with a black spiral. The spider logo was all skinny, but the legs reached out and wrapped around his shoulders and thighs. It was pretty messed up, to be honest. The arms and legs had these red stripes and the gloves and boots looked all ripped. It was like the suit had seen better days, to say the least. But here's the thing, once Miles got a grip on it, things started to change. The mask began to look a bit like Peter's symbiote one, with some red streaks under the eyes. The gloves also went back to their original appearance, and during battles, the suit would turn red and the crazy spiral thing would go yellow. It's like the suit had a mind of its own, and it all added up to some pretty intense fights. Miles and his symbiote suit are a combo that's not to be messed with, that's for sure. Stealth suit. Let's talk about the Spidey stealth suit. This baby was designed by Peter Parker himself, and it's a bit of a head-turner when compared to the rest of the suits. So, this suit was made to tackle the Hobgoblin's sonic screams. It rocked a red and black look, which is pretty cool. But the real deal here is the omni-harmonic mesh with wave-bending properties. Fancy words, but what it means is that the suit could basically turn invisible and cancel out sound in a bunch of remarkable ways. The suit had 3 color settings: green, which bent light and sound, making it invisible to everyone except those with special lenses. Then there's red, which dampened all sonic frequencies from super low to super high. And finally white, that turned off all the stealth and sound features. But here's the thing, this suit needed a charge to use those stealth and anti-sound powers. It wasn't like an unlimited superpower buffet. Plus, it could mend itself with just a thought, and it was even fireproof. How? Because it's made of unstable molecules. So Peter was basically wearing the superhero version of an anti-noise suit, and it's pretty darn awesome. Anti-ock suit. Peter wanted to give Doc Ock a run for his money, so he cooked up the Anti-ock suit, and it's a game changer. Peter used materials and gear from Otto's old lab, mainly the stuff they used for prosthetic limbs. The result? A sleek black suit with bold yellow highlights, featuring a massive yellow spider logo and glowing yellow eye lenses. It's like a nod to Doc Ock's tentacles. Makes it clear this suit means business when it comes to battling him and his robot arms. The Anti-ock suit is like a beefed up version of the advanced suit, so it's got that high-tech feel. And those yellow highlights, they light up at night or in the dark, giving it that extra cool factor. But the real kicker is the resupply power it comes with. This bad boy can constantly refill the webbing for any gadget Peter's got in hand. It's like having an endless supply of spider tech at his disposal. With this suit, Peter's got a serious upper hand in the battle against Doc Ock. Talk about a high-tech showdown. Chasm suit. Here's a scoop on Ben Reilly and his Chasm suit. After some crazy explosion, he decided to give his original suit a makeover. He went for purple and green, which is a bold choice, we'll give him that. And the coolest part, he added visible web shooters. None of that hidden stuff, you can see him plain as day. Now Ben wasn't satisfied with just the color change. He tweaked the web shooters, making them work with twisting wrist motions. Not the double tap thing that Peter used. It's like a whole new way to sling webs. Ben Reilly always keeping us on our toes with the style, and this suit of his is no exception.
Unbelievable!
Black cloth suit. So Peter's girlfriend, the Black Cat, thought she'd jazz up his style a bit and gave him a duplicate of the symbiote suit. She figured it was way sexier than his old blue and red outfit. Now here's where it gets interesting. Peter didn't rock that black suit until he had a little laundry mishap and accidentally shrank his trusty blue and red one. Talk about a wardrobe malfunction. At first he was switching between the two suits like he was at a superhero fashion show, but eventually the black suit became his go-to. It had the added bonus of being stealthy at night, thanks to its dark color. Plus, it had an unintentional effect of seriously intimidating his enemies. It was like wearing a suit of fear, and it worked like a charm. So the Black Cat's fashion sense gave us one of the most iconic Spidey looks, and it's all thanks to a little laundry accident. Who knew, right? Fear itself suit. During the crazy showdown against Cole Borson and his worthy, Spider-Man got a significant upgrade. Tony Stark and the dwarves of Nidavellir teamed up to give Spidey a serious upgrade. This stuff was no joke. It was made from Uru, the same metal that Thor's hammer is crafted from. It's like wearing a supercharged suit of armor. The appearance? Well, say goodbye to the classic blue and red look. This suit turned Spidey into a light blue superhero. Way more lightweight than his usual blue suits. And instead of black webs, it had these neon blue lines that were like something out of a sci-fi movie. But here's a kicker, the suit had these slick gauntlets on both wrists, equipped with some seriously sharp blades. Spidey could go all melee on his enemies with those bad boys. It was a total game changer and a stark contrast to his usual friendly neighborhood crime-fighting style. The suit meant business and it was all about saving the day, no matter what the cost. An unforgettable moment in Spidey's journey for sure. Future Foundation suit. Let's chat about the Future Foundation suit that Spidey rocked when he joined the gang. The suit's got a whole new look and it's pretty slick. So picture this, it's all white and black and it's made from some fancy third-generation unstable molecules. Spidey's face is primarily white except for those cool reflective eye lenses, which can even detach from the mask. The black parts split up the sides, while the white takes over from the feet to the torso and wraps around the arms. There are these torso lines at each ribcage section, and the black spider logo on the chest spreads its 8 legs throughout the suit. Now when it comes to the wrists and hands, the inside's all black, while the outside's pure white. It's all made from these unstable molecules. So it's like the superhero suit of the future. It can fix itself up, never gets dirty, and can change its looks on the fly. And here's a bonus. The suit can go all stealth mode, turning black when Spidey wants to stay hidden. It's like a superhero chameleon suit. So joining the Future Foundation was a style upgrade for Spidey, no doubt about it. Ultimate Spider-Man suit. Let's talk about Miles Morales and his DIY spider suit. So Miles decided to give his trusty suit a little makeover. he changed up the torso design and spiced things up a bit. And check this out, he added some cool highlights on the soles of this brand new shoes, kinda like Spider-Gwen. It's like a personal touch to his Spidey style, making it even more unique. Miles is all about keeping it fresh, and this new suit definitely shows it. Spider-Man Beyond suit. Let's talk about Ben Reilly's swanky new Spider-Man suit, courtesy of the Beyond Corporation. This brand new suit is all about that sleek and modern vibe. It's like a fresh take on the classic blue and red Spidey look. Now visually it's got those traditional colors, but it's also got some cool twists. You've got these triangular bars in the shoulder area, a neat blue frame on the backside of the gloves, and no belt. The boots even have those sharp triangular ends. It's all about those sharp angles in this one. The logo on the chest has been shifted a little to the left, so it's got a bit of a rebellious feel, you could say. And what's really remarkable about the suit are the upgrades from the Beyond Corporation. Better web shooters and stingers. Talk about spicing up Spidey's toolkit. The suit itself is made from impact thickening, foam-based polymers, making Ben more durable and able to take on more brutal hits. It's like a Superman suit and armor all in one. Gotta love a good suit upgrade.
That's just...
Threats and Menaces suit. Parker got himself a spiffy new suit in exchange for letting the world watch the heroics in almost real time. The suit is all about the shades of gray, blue, and white. The mask rocks slightly slanted eye lenses, and it's got these yellow lines that glow and extend from the logo to the web shooters and even the eyes. It's made of unstable molecules, which is like superhero fabric on steroids. Now, not only does this suit boost Spidey's strength and speed, but it's like a surveillance dream come true. New York can not only watch their favorite hero in action but also send in personal messages, create audience polls for Spidey's moves, and even leave reviews. It's pretty much like social media for the superhero. But here's the real kicker. The suit takes Spidey's classic spider sense to a whole new level. And his web shooters? They've got an upgrade too. Instead of simple strands, they shoot out a thick, muddied material. Plus, they've got 2 extra ports of exit. Oh, and did we mention the holographic capabilities? They can even be remotely controlled. It's keeping the streets of New York safe and entertaining the masses all at the same time. Post-clone saga suit. Check this out. Miles Morales went and got himself a slick new suit made by Kenneth Kingston. The suit's got style, no doubt about it. So the mask is all Scarlet Spider inspired, giving Miles a bit of that cool Spidey vibe. The sweater is primarily black, but it's got some fabulous red accents all throughout the shoulders. The pants have been flipped with red stripes featuring some snazzy webbing. The shoes are a classic red and even have the logo and webbing all over the soles. It's all about that superhero fashion statement. Now the suit's made with Van Dyne Design Studio fibers, which means it's extra tough, stretchy, and can even handle quite a bit of severe heat. Kenneth really hooked Spidey up with a top-tier suit, and Miles can feel the difference. It's like a whole new level of spider power in that costume. So Miles Morales is not just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man now, he's the most stylish one too. Gold Goblin Armor. Let's dive into the Gold Goblin Armor. This thing is a game changer. It was cooked up as another outfit for Spider-Man, originally named Spider Suit V3. Norman Osborn, the guy with a not-so-rosy history, designed this powerful new costume to help Spidey take down the Hobgoblin. Now, when you think of Goblin, you might imagine something all green and scary. But nope, this Gold Goblin is all about sleek armor and a golden glider. It's like a superhero's dream ride, and it's not just about looking fancy. The suit packs some explosive energy bombs. Talk about leveling the playing field. So the Gold Goblin armor isn't just a nod to its villainous roots, it's a whole new spin on things. When Spidey's got this baby on, he's ready to take on whatever comes his way in style. Prowler suit. Hobie Brown, the Prowler, got his inspiration from the Stilt Man's battlesuit, and he decided to craft his own secret identity with it. The Prowler suit is all about protection. It's like a military flak suit, armored to the max. We're talking about high explosive weaponry. No problem for this baby. It's like wearing a superhero tank. But here's the cool part, it's not just about defense. The suit's loaded with high-tech pneumatic weapons. That pneumatic glider cape, it can expand with air, getting all rigid and letting him glide short distances. Think of it like a superhero glider. The pneumatic boots, they're packed with compressed air that lets Hobie leap like nobody's business. And let's not forget those gauntlets. They can shoot all kinds of stuff. And the suit's got spare cartridges, so he's always locked and loaded. Oh, and those steel claws on the gauntlets, not just for climbing. They're like sharp metal talons when engaging in close quarters combat. So Hobie Brown's Prowler suit isn't just a fancy outfit. It's got the tech and the style to make him a real superhero in the Marvel world. He certainly has all the right tools for the job. Electro-proof suit. Let's talk about Spidey's rubber suit. No, not the kind you'd wear to a costume party, but the one he made to take on Electro's shocking powers. So Spider-Man whipped up this insulated suit to protect himself from Electro's crazy electricity. To be fair, we're talking about a guy who can juice up and become a human lightning bolt, so Spidey needed some serious protection. After their showdown, Spidey thought of making the suit even better, so he added some extra padding and gave it a bit more style. You know, just in case he had to go up against someone like Electro ever again. For him, it's all about being prepared and looking good while doing it. Spider Armor MK3. Let's dive into this super high-tech Spidey suit, the one they also call the Ends of the Earth Spider Armor. Peter Parker had this one in his back pocket, just in case he had to go toe-to-toe with the Sinister Six. This suit's got all the bells and whistles to counter each Sinister Six's member's powers. We're talking about a customized helmet that's got an echolocator, comlink, and even the infamous and badass Octo helmet. And the lenses in this bad boy? They're next level. They've got a holographic visor and even the pink Hippo app, which can be used to control and morph grains of sand. But that's not all. The suit's got a trick for pretty much everything. It can handle electricity like a champ. It's got built-in web shooters and jet boots for those superhero flights, and it's as durable as a tank. Plus, there's a utility belt thrown in for good measure. So the Ends of the Earth Spider Armor is basically Spidey's insurance policy against the Sinister Six. It's like a one-suit-fits-all solution for superhero problems. Uncanny Spider-Man suit. Nightcrawler, aka Kurt Wagner, had a little chat with Peter Parker and he needed a fresh start in the superhero game. Spidey decided to help him out by passing down an old suit. Now Kurt's costume was all about fitting his unique look. You've got pointed ears, three-fingered gloves, two-toed boots, and of course the classic tail. It's like the ultimate acrobat's outfit. The suit itself was mostly black and had some pops of red. You've got the logo and even the soles all rocking that bold red color. The logo was a real standout. It had these 4 top arms stretching up to the shoulders. In between the bottom 4 was that iconic red tail. Nightcrawler definitely got himself a suit that stands out in a crowd. Bombastic Bagman suit. Twice, Spider-Man found himself in a bit of a wardrobe jam. You know those days when you can't find your superhero suit and all you've got is a paper bag? Yep, that happened. So, the first time he had to roll with the spare Fantastic Four costume, complete with that oh-so-fashionable paper bag mask. And guess what? The suit was made of some fancy unstable molecules, which means it could handle all kinds of superhero action. But yeah, Spidey then had to go by the name The Amazing Bagman. Talk about a mouthful. The second time, he had to make do with even less. No fancy suit, just a pair of red pants, some black knee-high boots, and absolutely no shirt. And of course, the trusty paper bag over his head. This time he was known as the Bombastic Bagman. Who even comes up with these names, right? But hey, even when he's in a pinch, Spidey still manages to save the day. It just goes to show that a true superhero can rock any look, even a paper bag on the head.
Some assembly required.
Iron Spider Hulkbuster armor. It's time to check out the big guns, literally. So, Kurt Connors cooked up this monster of an experiment, and they call it the Iron Spider Hulkbuster armor. It's like the Hulk's worst nightmare. This thing is like the Iron Spider armor on steroids, and it's enormous, standing at about the same height as the Iron Man Hulkbuster. It's all decked out in gold titanium alloy, and has a mix of magnets and hydraulics to make it move. Talk about high tech. Now, this bad boy is all about power and durability, but it's not exactly doing any graceful ballet moves. It's kind of like the Hulk himself, not big on fancy footwork. footwork, but it can be paired up with the regular Iron Spider armor to bring some extra moves to the party. Plus, it's got those iconic Waldos, which are basically super strong arms made from some fancy iron alloy crystal. It can hover and fly with jet thrusters in its boots, and it's got repulsors that can make even Iron Man jealous. In a showdown with the Hulk, you definitely want this baby on your side. It's like the ultimate heavyweight champ in the superhero fashion world. Noir suit. Back in the day, our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man decided to create a super secret suit to take on the local street thugs all anonymously. At first, the suit was a mix of few pieces of Peter's winter clothes and homemade mask. He cobbled the rest of it together using bits and pieces from his Uncle Ben's World War I uniform. Think leather trench coat, goggles over his mask, and even some snazzy gun holsters to keep his revolvers. The works, as far as fetus Spider-Man was concerned. And sometimes he'd throw on a fedora for that extra cool detective vibe. But Peter, being the fashion-forward hero he is, didn't stop there. He later spiced up his mask with a web-like pattern under the goggles. Plus, he added a vest, and sometimes he'd even slap a spider logo upon the back for that extra touch of style. Oh, and let's not forget the belt buckle. Yep, that one had a spider design too. It's like Spidey went full detective mode with this one, solving crimes and looking sharp while doing it. Captain Universe's suit. Here's a cosmic wardrobe change you won't believe. So Spidey had this lab mishap that got him cozy with the Unipower, and suddenly he's rocking the Captain Universe outfit. Talk about a cosmic makeover. When the Unipower chooses a partner, it basically wraps them up in the Captain Universe getup. And this suit is no joke. It's like wearing a suit of armor against crazy temperatures, keeping you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. But that's not all. The Unipower dials everything up to 11. Spidey, who's already pretty darn powerful, gets a serious power boost. Think super senses that could put a hawk to shame, super strength, super speed, and heck, he can even fly. Oh, and let's not forget the cherry on the top, some telekinesis to move things with his might. So Captain Universe Spidey isn't just your friendly neighborhood hero. He's the cosmic champion who's here to save the day in style. It's like getting an upgrade from the universe itself. Omniverse Spider-Man armor. When it was time to take on the big baddies from the imagined order, Peter got himself a slick new suit. And guess who the designer was? None other than the scientist from the Seven. You know, that big superhero squad. So the suit had some serious style going on. It's like Peter raided the closets of his fellow team members but decided to keep the classic blue and red vibe. Can't go wrong with the basics, right? We're talking about some serious armor here. Folks, it was all decked out to keep Spidey safe while he went toe-to-toe with the bad guys. Because when the scientist gets to work, you know you're in for some top-notch design. So picture this, Spidey rocking a brand new suit ready to take on the imagined order in style. Classic colors, cutting-edge tech, and a whole lot of heroics. Now that's a battle-ready look if we ever saw one. New Fantastic Four suit. Here's a little something from the Empire event for all of you Spidey fans. So our friendly neighborhood hero got this nifty suit thanks to some fantastic folks. The Fantastic Four, to be exact. The suit was like a remix of the Fantastic Four's uniforms. You know, the blue and white outfit? But of course, Spidey had to add his own touch. A spiffy spider logo instead of that four insignia. It's all made with these fancy unstable molecules. So it's not just stylish, it's also high-tech. Now, here's where it gets really cool. These suits aren't your run-of-the-mill costumes. They're like a superhero's all-in-one. They've got data processing and telemetry systems woven right into the fabric, like on a molecular level. You can check out data and control stuff with touchpad gloves. And they're pretty much like walking sensors. They can even tell you how many people are lurking in the next room or what dimension you've stumbled into. It's like wearing a superpowered gadget. So when Spidey stepped into this Fantastic Four-inspired suit, he was all set to take on whatever was thrown at him. In style and with some serious tech to back him up. Sensational Spider-Man suit. Now when Ben Reilly, that clone of our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, decided to step into the Spidey shoes, he wanted to make his mark. So he whipped up his very own version of the classic blue and red costume. Now the core of the suit was still the traditional blue and red deal, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. Nope, he had to put his own spin on it. Ben extended those spider legs on the suit with a whole different design for the boots and gloves. You know, just to add that extra touch of uniqueness. So there you have it, folks. Ben Reilly's take on the classic Spidey suit. A bit of the old, a bit of the new, and a whole lot of web-slinging action. Programmable Matter Suit. Miles Morales, our Spider-Man, stumbled upon a super secret project the Tinkerer had cooking up. It involved something fancy called Programmable Matter, basically the stuff of a superhero dreams. Miles got his hands on this tech and used it to whip up a slick new suit. Picture this, black and red all the way. It's got red webbing, red spider logos, the works. Now the kicker is that it looks kinda metallic, with this cool web-like design and a shiny finish. Plus, the hands, feet, web pattern, and those Spidey logos glow a brilliant red. But here's where it gets really nifty. This programmable matter gizmo in the suit lets Miles create all sorts of equipment, even those iconic Waldos. However, there are a few conditions to meet if he wants to make those. It's like Spidey meets high-tech wizardry. Time to save the day in style. Velocity Suit. Check this out. Let's talk all about the Velocity Suit. This Spidey outfit is a real head-turner. Picture a slick red and gray armored suit with snazzy silver visors for the eyes. It's got the superb, more defined plating and a nifty blue spider symbol that lights up in a blinding red color in the dark. Talk about a fashion-forward superhero. But what really sets this suit apart is its toughness. It's built to take on superhuman punches and energy blasts like a champ. And here's the kicker, it comes with an extraordinary power called Blitz. When Spidey activates it, he goes into overdrive, supercharging his speed and turning his momentum into a weapon to plow through enemies. Fast and furious, that's the Velocity Suit for you.
Nice! Gotcha! Thank you! You're welcome! Don't scare babies!
Uptown Pride Suit. So Miles Morales got this super special suit in a pretty unique way. Think of it as a surprise gift waiting for him right in front of a graffiti mural. It's a tangible symbol of the love he has for the city, and you know what? The city loves him right back. And here's where it gets even more extraordinary. This suit is a tribute to the legendary Chadwick Boseman, the original Black Panther actor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's like a nod to a real superhero in the movie world. Now picture this suit, it's primarily black, just like Miles' classic one, but with a twist. Instead of red, it's got these golden yellow web patterns, spider logos, and fingers. Plus, there are 2 extra downward arrows on each upper arm. It's like a fresh take on a classic, and it's all about love, respect, and style. Blood Spider Suit. So the Blood Spider Suit is almost like a spitting image of Spider-Man's outfit. You know, the one with the fancy web shooters and all? And guess what? This suit didn't end up with the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but got handed over to one of Taskmaster's top students, a guy named Michael Bingham. Now this Michael guy, he's been trained to be like a Spidey doppelganger. What we mean by that is, he fights just like Spider-Man, has his strength and reflexes down pat. It's like he's trying to be the ultimate copycat. The suit even comes with its own set of web shooters. They work kind of like Spidey's, but with tubing going from the wrists to a backpack thing. The suit gives the wearer all these incredible tech-based Spidey powers, you know, wall crawling and all that jazz. It's like a wannabe Spider-Man starter kit.
Back the hell?
Purple Rain Suit. Check this out. This is an amped up version of Miles Morales' Spider-Man suit, and his uncle Aaron Davis is the genius behind it. Uncle Aaron went all out, creating this fabulous gift for Miles. The suit takes some serious inspiration from the Prowler's own outfit, rocking a similar color scheme, cool gadgets, and gear, but with that fantastic Spider-Man twist. One thing you'll notice right away is the suit's eye lenses. They're a bit smaller than the usual ones and shine with this vivid green glow in the dark. No fancy emote features in those lenses. The gloves in this suit even come with some sharp claws. If you look closely, you'll spot the claws on the fingertips and a nifty utility belt too. Now here's the deal. The claws and the belt might look snazzy, but they're just for show. They won't really give you an edge in a fight. But hey, it still looks really cool, right? Cosplayer Suit. So here's a fun one. Ben Reilly, the Spider-Man clone, swiped this suit from a Spider-Man cosplayer right out in Las Vegas. Unexpected move, right? The suit rocks a primarily red color, with a slick black design starting at the hood and running down to the belt, then splitting off to cover those gloves. We guess sometimes you just can't resist the temptation of a good cosplay, especially when you're a Spidey clone. Oscorp suit. Norman Osborn, always up to something new and exciting, decided to give Spidey a makeover in a bid to boost his public image. He dubbed his creation the Spider Suit V2.3. Sounds fancy, right? The new look is still pretty much Spidey's classic red and blue, but with a goblin twist. Think yellow spider logos and eyes, plus some beady bits running down the arms. We guess even superheroes need a fashion upgrade once in a while, and in Spidey's case, Osborn was the stylist. Canadian Spider-Man suit. In some funky alternate timeline, Ben Reilly sported a red and black outfit. The suit had minimal to no red on the sleeves and some extra dark lines that kind of looked like plaid or flannel. You know, for that cozy winter vibe. And it even had a cute little pinkish white maple leaf around the logo, which was like a mini version of the Sensational logo. To complete the ensemble, he rocked brown gloves and boots with a snazzy spider logo right on the bottom of the shoes. It's like he was ready to stomp through a spider-themed forest or something.
You have a metal arm?
Stark suit. Oh yeah, there's the Stark suit, also known as the upgraded classic suit, and it's quite the deal. So back in 2016, during the Civil War, Tony Stark decided to toss this suit over to Peter. It was all part of recruiting him to help him in that whole Captain America government oversight thing. Peter kept the suit and used it for his patrols in New York, even when he was out there investigating the Vulture's crimes. Now when we look at the Stark suit, you'll notice it's got that classic red and blue color combo. But there's a twist. They threw in some snazzy black highlights. And let's not forget those fancy eye lenses with expressive shutters and a high-tech heads-up display. This bad boy comes with some high-tech perks too, like an AI buddy, a nifty reconnaissance drone, and even some retractable wingsuit components. It's like Peter got his very own superhero Swiss Army knife. Spirit Spider. Let's talk about the Spirit Spider suit, a little number worn by Peter Parker from Earth 11638, also known as Ghost Spider. In this wild alternate reality, Peter had a rough go of it. He got himself killed, but luckily Dr. Banner stepped in and did some resurrecting magic. Our boy Peter came back from the dead as Ghost Spider, with a suit that'll make your jaw drop. Picture this. A white suit with no cloth, just a smooth white body. Right on the chest, there's a slick spider symbol, and instead of your regular old head, you've got a skull with blue flames for hair. Spooky, right? But here's the kicker. This suit comes with Spirit Fire suit power. When you fire that baby up, Spider-Man's skull gets all fiery, and his attacks light up like a bonfire. He can basically spread the fires of hell to his enemies, and they not only take a beating, but also get stunned by those blue flames. It's like he's got a whole fireworks show going on while he's saving the day. Homemade suit. The homemade suit. Now we're talking about some authentic DIY superhero fashion. So this outfit is all about the homemade charm. Peter Parker, the crafty guy he is, put it together himself with whatever odds and ends he had lying around. Imagine this, a red sleeveless hoodie with a cute little black spider emblem right in the middle. Under that he's got a blue sweatsuit, practical and comfy. Peter doesn't forget the gloves though. They're fingerless, black and red. Oh, so stylish. And let's not overlook those red boots for some extra flair. To top it all off, he's got a red ski mask with goggles over the eyes. Now, don't expect fancy tech and all the bells and whistles with this one, but there's something about that homemade, down-to-earth vibe that makes it an absolute cult classic. Peter might not have had Stark-level resources for the suit, but it's got heart, and sometimes that's all you need to be a hero.
Mama Bird is about to be very angry!
Arachknight suit. Let's dive into the wild world of Arachknight suit. So in the version of the story where it first originated, Peter Parker had a run-in with a supercharged spider while he was already in pretty bad shape, courtesy of Goblin by Night. This mystical spider bite gave him some spider totem powers, but it also scrambled his head, leaving him with different personalities to deal with, all in a day's work for a superhero. Now, when you look at the Arachknight suit, you'll see a mix of Spider-Man and Moon Knight vibes. The classic red is still there on the mask, arms, and legs, but there are no web patterns there, keeping things sleek and clean. The rest of the suit, white as snow, featuring a hood, web shooters, and some handy utility pouches. And don't forget the giant white spider right on the chest. Gotta give a nod to the iconic Spider-Man look, but here's where the Moon Knight twist comes in. He's rocking a cool cloak, so you've got that perfect blend of Spidey's style and Moon Knight's mysterious flair. Arachknight certainly brought something fresh and new to the hero scene. 25th Century Suit. Let's talk about this future-inspired suit. Looks like something right out of a sci-fi flick. It's called the 25th Century Suit, and it's all about the visionary style. Picture this, you've got your classic red vibes mixed in with some snazzy blue neon lights right on the chest. Those eyes, well, they've got a sci-fi makeover too, just to add a touch of the futuristic to the whole package. Now here's the cool part. The materials used for the suit are all about the future. It's got that stretchy, elastic feel, and you better believe it's built to last. And if you're wearing this bad boy, you're gonna turn heads for sure. It's like stepping out of a time machine from the future. You won't go unnoticed, that's for sure. Stone Monkey Suit. So let's talk about this fantastic suit called the Stone Monkey. It's not your typical superhero getup. This one takes its inspiration from some ancient Chinese legends, and more specifically from a character named Sun Wukong, in a classic tale called Journey to the West. Now, where does the name come from? Well, it's pretty simple. Sun Wukong, the character that suit's based on, was born from a rock, like a stone monkey. So this suit is all about that legendary vibe and embracing those ancient tales from Chinese folklore. This is definitely a suit that stands out, considering the cultural meaning that it's associated with. Aurantia Suit. Let's talk about the Aurantia Suit. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? The suit rocks a color combo of red, black, and gold. The spider logo, that iconic symbol, it's all shiny gold. Now here's the cool part. It's got iron spider gauntlets. You know those high-tech gadgets on the arms? Plus you've got red lines running all over the suit, even on the knee pads. And here's a fun fact, in specific lighting, those black parts might just look like they've got a touch of navy blue. Pretty snazzy, right? The suit has been one of the few exclusive designs included with the digital deluxe bundle of the Spider-Man 2 video game. Tactical Suit. So let's chat about the tactical suit. Do you know what it reminds us of? Those slick pimp tech suits that Avengers sported in that 2019 flick, Avengers Endgame. It's got that very same high-tech vibe. It's a pretty technologically advanced looking white, black, and red suit with blue sectioned off eyes. But here's the catch. Right now, you can only get your hands on it through the digital deluxe bundle. It's like a special treat for the hardcore fans. Pretty neat, huh? Apocalyptic Suit. Let's talk about the Apocalyptic Suit. This bad boy is all new and exclusively cooked up for the Spider-Man 2 video game. So if you're a die-hard Spidey fan, you're in for a treat. It's like they took the Spider-Punk style and gave it a gritty post-apocalyptic twist. It's the kind of thing that makes you gasp at just how cool it is. But here's the deal. You'll again only find it in the digital deluxe bundle of the game. Brooklyn 2099 Suit. The Brooklyn 2099 suit, it's got a cool futuristic vibe. Suppose you've been swinging around as Miles Morales in the very first game. In that case, you might already be familiar with it from the spin-off title released in 2021. This new spin on Miles' look gives him a shiny metallic suit, complete with a glowing spider emblem. It's like he's going for that futuristic warrior vibe with his utility belt, pants, and some slick wrist accessories. It's all about adding a bit of that 2099 flair to Miles' style. The best part? You'll get to flaunt this suit in the sequel. So Miles Morales is gearing up for some fantastic fashion moments in the new game. Kumo Suit. You've got to check out the Kumo suit. It's a brand new addition that our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, Peter Parker, will be sporting in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. The name Kumo comes from the Japanese word for spider, and this suit is all about embracing Japanese culture. As a reflection of its name, the suit is all white and has a Japanese ninja-style design. So picture Spidey swinging around in a suit that's not just stylish but also pays homage to the web-slinger's Arachknight roots with a touch of Japanese flair. It's like a fusion of superhero awesomeness and cultural coolness. Spider-Punk Suit. You've got to see this suit based on Spider-Punk, an alternate version of Hobie Brown, and it's a real rocker. So it sticks to the classic Spidey red and blue theme, but it's got some punk rock vibes going on. The first thing you'll notice is those sneakers instead of the regular spider boots. On the head, there are spikes, kind of like a mohawk, giving it that punk edge. And guess what? There's no spider logo on the front, but you'll find one on the back of the top, and it spells out FNSM. That's Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. But here's the real kicker. The suit has a rock-out power. When you activate it, it's like a mosh pit at a rock concert. It blasts enemies into the air and then sends them flying with some super sweet guitar waves. So it's not just an incredible look, it packs a punch in battles. Spider-Man 2099 Black Suit. This suit takes Spider-Man into the future, and it's a reimagined version of the classic Spider-Man 2099 suit, first seen in the comics in Amazing Spider-Man's issue 365. But hold on, there's a twist in the game. Although they call it the Spider-Man 2099 Black Suit, it is actually more blue than black. Now, this spiffy number features a blue base with lots of red highlights. That giant red spider on the chest, it kinda looks like a skull, totally rad. The mask has some red highlights too, just to make sure you know where Spidey's peepers are. And check out those incredible red spikes on the arms, along with clawed fingers giving a nod to Miguel O'Hara's talons. And here's the deal, the suit's got a unique trick up its sleeve called low gravity. When Spidey activates it, he can hang in the air for way longer, pulling off all sorts of cool aerial moves and planning his next move before he even hits the ground. It's like he's dancing through the skies. Tokusatsu suit. Here's a real treat for the fans in the Spider-Man 2 game, the Tokusatsu suit. It's a brand new creation for the game, and it draws inspiration from those incredible Japanese Tokusatsu movies and TV shows that are famous for their practical effects and epic superhero action. When you take a look at Miles in the suit, you'll probably think it's straight out of those classic Saturday morning TV shows. It's got some seriously bold vibes, with those giant pointy shoulder pads that scream superhero. The suit's got sleek tinted goggles and a stylish raised red rim to go along with its slick black design. But, and here's a downer, you can only snag this fantastic suit if you grab the deluxe edition of the game. On the bright side, that deluxe version also throws in some extra starting skill points, so you'll be off to a fantastic start. Enjoy slinging those webs. Hybrid suit. Here's the scoop on the hybrid suit. It's a snazzy outfit designed by none other than Peter Parker in the 2021 flick Spider-Man No Way Home. So here's how it all goes down. Peter gets his hands on some high-tech nanites, and they become the primary elements of the suit. The suit is kind of a mashup, combining elements from the MCU's upgraded suit and tossing in some nanites swiped from the Iron Spider suit. The result? A golden spider emblem that shines on both the front and back of the suit. Plus, the once black highlights now sport a cool dark blue hue, and a few red lines add that extra touch of flair. Peter rocks this hybrid suit when he teams up with his older counterparts from other Marvel universes to gear up for an epic showdown against villains from different dimensions. While it looks incredible, this suit doesn't come with any fancy suit power. But hey, at least it makes Peter look fresh and snazzy, right? Final swingsuit. So the deal with this suit is that Peter Parker himself, our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, put it together. You can catch a glimpse of it in the finale of the 2021 blockbuster Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, what's really cool about the suit is that it takes inspiration from both the web suit and the second Amazing suit. It's like a fresh twist on the classics, and it ditches all that fancy Stark tech. It's a nod back to Peter's very first suit, giving us some serious nostalgic vibes. This snazzy outfit is the 8th MCU suit to make an appearance in the franchise, and it's got a special place in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. They even call it the new red and blue suit instead of the final swingsuit. And boy, does it look the part. It's got that classic shiny blue pattern, bringing the comic book feel to life. Upgraded suit. So let's talk about Miles Morales' upgraded suit. He whipped this one up between the events of Miles Morales and the comic Marvel's Spider-Man 2. It's like his pet project. Now here's the deal, the suit is all about that classic vibe. It's heavily inspired by his original classic suit, the one that's near and dear to Spider-Man's fans' hearts. Insomniac Games worked their magic to create the suit exclusively for Marvel's Spider-Man 2. It's what Miles rocks as his go-to Spider-Man outfit for most of the game. It's his default look, and he wears it while dealing with all the heroics, until something big happens in the climax, and he thinks it's time for a change. Tracksuit. Let's talk about the tracksuit. You might be wondering what's with the fancy name, right? Well, it stands for Time Response Activated Circuit Kinetic Suit. But don't break a sweat, you can just call it the tracksuit. Now picture this, it's a sleek white and black suit with some fantastic red highlights. The iconic spider symbol and web patterns are rocking that bold red style. This cool suit comes as part of the Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales Launch Edition pre-order pack. Fancy stuff, right? What's even more incredible is the untrackable suit mod it brings to the table. This little mod helps you take less damage from those pesky ranged attacks, like bullets and stuff, reducing the hurt by 25%. Safety first, even for superheroes. Shadow Spider Suit. Let's dive into this fantastic new suit worn by Miles Morales. It's all about the shadowed spider look, which was born in the pages of Champions Volume 2. In Champions Issue 25, our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and his superhero pals got a makeover like no other when they found themselves in Weird World. Miles totally owned this rogue style that reinvented him as a fantasy hero. So picture this, the suit gives you major fantasy character vibes. The suit is all about embracing that otherworldly look and feeling like a true superhero. It's definitely a must-have for all the Miles Morales fans out there. Agimat suit. Check out this rad Agimat suit made just for Miles in Spider-Man 2. It's an absolute stunner with a design that pays homage to the indigenous tribes of the Philippines. Imagine rocking a purple and gold color scheme that screams royalty. You'll feel like a true superhero king. Now here's a scoop, the Agimat suit is one of the fabulous 10 exclusive suits you'll get your hands on if you grab the deluxe edition of the Spider-Man 2. It's the perfect way to make your in-game adventures even more legendary. Red Spectre suit. Miles Morales is bringing some serious style to the superhero game with this Red Spectre suit. This baby is all about combining fashion with crime fighting, and it's got that original touch made just for the game. You're in for a treat with the Red Spectre suit, a unique design that sets Miles apart and keeps him looking fresh while he's swinging through the city. So get ready to show off your super fashion sense as you save the day. Encoded suit. The Encoded suit in Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is like a cyberpunk dream come true. It's got Miles Morales looking fresh and futuristic while he swings through the city. And you can thank a fan-favorite artist for this unique design made just for the game. With bright LEDs that light up Miles' eyes, chest, and arms in vibrant yellow. It's all about showcasing his bioelectric venom powers. The rest of the suit has the sleek metallic look, but those red accents on his wrists and shoes add that extra pop. Now, if you want to rock the Encoded suit, you'll need to grab the digital deluxe edition of the game. It's almost $80, but it comes with some other cool stuff to sweeten the deal. So get ready to show off your cyberpunk superhero style in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Biomechanical suit. The biomechanical suit in Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is a real eye-catcher. It's got this black and red color scheme with a touch of anime-inspired vibes, making it stand out in the superhero fashion game. What's super cool about it is how it blends technology and biology. The designs on the suit are like something out of an alien sci-fi movie, and it's clear that a lot of thought and creativity went into crafting this unique look just for the game. So if you're into futuristic, biotech style, the biomechanical suit is where it's at. Miles Morales 2099 suit. The Miles Morales 2099 suit is like an incredible blend of different Spidey styles. It takes the iconic spider emblem from Miguel O'Hara's Spider-Man 2099 and gives it a twist that's perfect for Miles Morales. Picture this, a suit that's rocking shades of blue, black, red, and white. It's got some wicked arm spikes that make it stand out. Plus, there's a stylish hood with a mix of navy, red, and touch of white. The visor even lights up, adding a nice futuristic touch. But it's not all about the looks. The suit comes with some handy perks too. You get the Venom Suppression Resistance mod, which shortens the time Roxxon Venom suppression affects you. Plus, when you activate Camouflage, it instantly gets rid of those pesky Roxxon bolas. Now that's a suit with style and substance. Family Business Suit. The Family Business suit takes a page from the Iron Spider's book, and it's got quite the backstory. The suit's roots go back to a legacy comic storyline in which Aaron Davis, Miles Morales' uncle, suits up as a new sort of Iron Spider armor. He even becomes the head honcho of the Sinister Six, you know, your typical family business. Now when you look at Insomniac's version of the suit, it's like a mashup of a few other fan-favorite designs. There's a touch of Peter's Anti-ock suit, and you can't miss the purple and green flare, which is a shout-out to Aaron's Prowler persona. The result is a suit that's not too flashy but oozes coolness. Simple, practical, and all-around awesome. Sportswear suit. Miles' very first suit in Spider-Man, Miles Morales, is a really cozy number. Picture this, he's rocking a hoodie. Not just any hoodie, but a hoodie and a puffy jacket. Talk about keeping warm in those chilly Brooklyn winters. So here's the deal. This sportswear suit isn't Miles' official superhero outfit. Not really. It's more like a makeshift costume thrown together when he's just starting out. He even borrows Peter's mask to complete the look. But hey, we all start somewhere, right? Advanced Tech Suit. Miles' Advanced Tech Suit is like something straight out of a high-tech sci-fi movie. Insomniac Games came up with this original design for Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales' video game, and it's pretty darn cool. Picture this, it's got a sleek and armored look, kind of like Peter's Iron Spider suit, but with its own unique spin. The suit comes with metal plating, it even lights up in certain places. So Miles is basically rolling in a high-tech version of its classic costume, ready to take on whatever comes his way. It's like the superhero upgrade he deserves. Oh, and the good news is, you can even snag this fantastic suit in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, now with a choice of 3 different colors. How cool is that? Miles Morales 2020 suit. Guess who's back? Back again! It's this cool and futuristic Miles Morales suit, and it's here to rock the Spidey scene. This innovative suit first made waves on a variant cover for Miles Morales, Spider-Man Volume 1, Issue 13. But you might remember it best from Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's a bit like Miles decided to join a rave party with that eye-catching light-up helmet that screams Daft Punk vibes. It's all about the cyberpunk style, complete with neon lights and a retro-futuristic look that's so on point for the 2020s. And now, this suit's coming back with a bang. Plus, you've got 3 color options to choose from, including a killer white and black combo that matches the suit's futuristic feel. But let's be honest, what's more 2020s than strutting around town with massive Walkman-style headphones and your jacket sleeves rolled up? Miles Morales knows how to bring the cool factor into the new decade. Bodega Catsuit. This suit's all about some classic Spidey style mixed with a touch of Ultimate Spider-Man vibes. So, Miles drops by Tio Alvarez's bodega, right? And what does he get there? Well, none other than the Spider-Cat, now Miles' trusty sidekick for all things crime fighting. This suit has Miles rocking a layered look with a slick metallic suit underneath. He's also got a red sweatshirt with a Spidey symbol, but it's upside down. There's a white shirt peeking out, plus he's sporting some snazzy red-black sneakers. But the real star of the show? Spider-Cat, of course. This adorable feline dons a tiny Spider-Man mask, and when Miles takes down the baddies, Spider-Cat leaps into action, joining the takedown fun. And just when you thought he couldn't get any cuter, Spider-Cat is even there to cheer Miles on during fights. But here's the kicker, you can swap out Spider-Cat for another dapper cat named Vector, if you're in the mood for a bit of change. Oh, and there's even a fun selfie trick that lets you snap pics with both Spider-Cat and Vector. So this suit isn't just about style, it's about adding a furry little 4-legged twist to Miles' crime-fighting adventures. The End Suit. The End Suit is pretty deep. It's inspired by a one-shot comic where Miles is shown at the end of his life, alongside other characters facing their final moments. So the suit has quite a story behind it. In this particular possible future storyline, Miles has grown older and is now the mayor of Brooklyn. No more secret identity. Everyone knows who he is. Brooklyn is one of the few safe spots in the world hit hard by super germs. Miles meets his end while defending his home against Captain Last, and they both go out in a massive bioelectric blast. The suit itself has this fabulous combo of nostalgia and grim future vibes. You've got the youthful hoodie from his past paired up with some black camo pants, which, let's face it, are usually linked to bad stuff going down. The suit's a returning favorite from Spider-Man Miles Morales, but Insomniac's given it a fresh twist with new color options. There's a classic red and blue style, a striking inverted red and black look, and a black, red, and white combo that all add a touch of flair to the whole End saga. Strike Suit. Miles' strike suit is back for another round, this time in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. This snazzy outfit gives you a glimpse of what Miles might look like if he were part of the Special Tactical Reserve for international key emergencies in the UK. Sounds pretty fancy, right? The suit's got this action figure vibe going for it. You know, the kind of suit that'd make all the cool kids want to be like Miles. The inspiration behind this design came from Gundam and the double riders from a Kamen Rider alternate universe movie. So it's all about that futuristic, robotic, larger-than-life look. Picture this: Miles with his collar popped up and those oversized gauntlets. You have to agree that it's got an intense, bold vibe. With all that heavy-duty armor and those chunky gauntlets, Miles is definitely prepped and ready to take on the bad guys. Crimson Cowl Suit. Here's a scoop on this suit. It's got a cool backstory. It's like a nod to the Crimson Cowl costume worn by Justine Hammer, who's the daughter of that old rival of Stark, Justin Hammer. Justine was a leader of the Masters of Evil, and she sported that snazzy Crimson Cowl suit. Now we've got a version that's got that Spider-Man flair going on, with a touch of Scarlet Witch vibes. The suit itself is pretty stylish. It's got that leather jacket look which makes it feel more like a traditional superhero outfit. The whole design gives off that MCU kind of vibe. And of course, the primary color here is red, very superhero-esque, don't you think? 10th Anniversary Suit. Check this out. The 10th Anniversary Suit is a really special one. It's a way to celebrate Miles Morales hitting a whole decade in Marvel Comics. The story behind it is kind of funny. So one of Miles' clones decided to cause some chaos while wearing his usual suit. Miles really didn't want that and whipped up this fabulous outfit. The suit is primarily black and it's got these big red eyes that really pop. The sweatshirt part covers his mouth and has these cool pinkish red stripes running down the arms. And you've got web designs going down the sides of the legs. The red color takes up most of the front, and he's also rocking some snazzy red sneakers to complete the look. Marvelous verdict. Alright folks, that's a wrap on our deep dive into the incredible world of Spider-Man suits. From the classic red and blue to the wildest, most futuristic designs, each one has its own unique story. We've swung through the pages of comics, the big screen, and video games to uncover the origins of these iconic suits. It's impressive to see how they've evolved over the years, each one bringing something fresh and exciting to Spidey's wardrobe. So whether you're a fan of the timeless classics or the cutting-edge, tech-infused designs, or just a casual viewer, there's a Spider-Man suit for everyone. It's a testament to the creativity and love fans and creators have poured into this beloved character. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to stay tuned for more nerdy deep dives into your favorite superhero universes. Thanks for swinging by, and until next time, stay fabulous, webheads.